Let's look at this example of printing a string. Let's say, welcome to Java. I'd like to print it 100 times. You would write system out print line, welcome to Java. This will be one of the 100 statements that you need to write. It is therefore very tedious to have to write this 100 times. So how would you be able to solve this problem? By the way, this notion of having to repeat a task for a number of times in programming is called loop. Would you be able to loop this 100 times? Considering the following, where you will have 100 system output lines sequentially like this. You can abstract this and said, instead of writing 100 times, write n times. Now this is the layer of abstraction where the system output line writing it by n number of times is not going to scale. You could be sitting in front of a computer cutting and pasting the same thing a number of times. There's got to be a better way. In Java, control structure such as loop is used to control the flow of executions in a program, allowing you to repeat a block of code, such as system output line, welcome to Java, multiple times. There are several types of loops in Java. Introducing while loops. This is the anatomy of a while loop. Just like any other control structures or conditional statement, you will set up your while loop with a pair of curly braces and the execution body that you wish to repeat. This is the essence of a while loop. We'll look at this closely next. This is a while loop flowchart. The while loop is used when you want to repeat a block of code as long as a condition is true. This condition is similar to what you see in a conditional statement where the expression inside of that pair of parentheses is either true or false. When this condition is true, the while loop continues, or the looping of this body of execution continues. This loop body simply signifies statement. You can have a lot of statements in it, or you can have one statement. In the examples on the right, you have two statements. As long as this condition stays true, this entire flow of control continues. Basically, the loop continues as long as the condition evaluates to true. This condition, as the example illustrates, uses an integer counter. As long as this integer counter, which was initialized to a value of 0, is less than 100, it will continue. Note, at the end of the loop body count plus plus, this increments your count by 1. Looking at the decision tree, you will see the starting point evaluates whether the expression is true or false. If true, the loop continues. False otherwise. False will take you outside of your loop, effectively terminating it. Translating to what you have on the right side, count equals 0. This is the initialization or declaration of the variable count. As long as the count is less than 100, continue on printing welcome to Java, and you increment your count by 1, checking to see if count is less than 100. If true, print welcome to Java, increment count. Eventually, when count exceeds 99, becoming 100, this count less than 100 is no longer going to hold. Therefore, you get a false expression, terminating the entire while loop altogether. This is when count equals 100. We'll look at another example of a while loop and trace it from beginning to end.